A few years ago, the project Humans of San Antonio really became an internet sensation. Thousands of people followed the account, which shares the stories of folks here.
So the man who started all of this is usually behind the camera, but not this morning. Savannah Louie introduces us to the project's photographer and storyteller.
Whenever Michael Serlos meets a stranger, their first interaction usually happens the same way.
So I was wondering if I could take your photograph.
A proposal, then a swift click. It's how Michael has met hundreds, if not thousands, of people on the streets of San Antonio.
I would just walk around and ask if I could take portraits of people on the streets of downtown.
There's a good chance you're familiar with his work. Michael is the photographer behind the project Humans of San Antonio, an online scrapbook filled with San Antonians and their stories.
I feel like San Antonio has so much culture and history, and it's sort of looked over at times.
One look at his Facebook page today, and it's clear that thousands and thousands of folks agree with him. But getting this kind of following wasn't easy.
Your knowledge with the camera was super basic.
Very, very basic. I did have a little pocket camera.
When he decided to launch the project 6 years ago, Michael traded in his point-and-shoot camera for something a little nicer and began studying photography in his own time. With a little practice and a lot of perseverance, basic pictures evolved into stories on a screen.
This project exploded. It got so big.
It was like a drug in a way, you know, but a really good positive drug in my life.
There's the famous cliche, all good things must come to an end. And if you follow Humans of San Antonio, well, you might already know what happens next.
I have sort of done my civic duty, telling the downtown story.
His Humans of San Antonio project has since been put to rest. Yet, Michael's desire to connect the Alamo City still shines bright. Michael now works as a staff photographer for Centro San Antonio. Here, he's highlighting the characters and the backdrops that make our city special, but now he's actually getting compensated for it. Working alongside a team to tell meaningful stories to the Alamo City, all with a few simple, swift clicks. Savannah Louie, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.
Isn't that pretty? And you know, there are a lot of stories to tell here.
Yeah, some of those are really cool. And just the looks in some of the faces, you know, the soul.
Picture worth 1,000 words.
Right.
That's true. 627.